Well, there's a verse that comes towards the end of the Hebrew scriptures, what we might call the Old Testament, that speaks about the coming of the Lord's anointed one, his Messiah, the Christ, the one who's going to come and save the world, which is very encouraging. But the next verse speaks about who can endure the day of his coming, who can stand when he appears. He will be like a refiner and a purifier of silver in the fire. Well, I'm reminded of a story of a group of ladies who were having a Bible study one afternoon, and they were looking at those verses, and one particular lady got quite disturbed about that image of the purifier, the refiner of silver and the fire. And so she made it her business to look up a local silversmith and go and visit him during the week. And what she did notice was that he had his sample of silver. He held it in the hottest part of the fire. And she noticed, though, that whilst it was in the hottest part of the fire, first of all, he held it very tight so it could not fall off. And secondly, at no time did he take his eyes off the sample of silver. And he explained to her that he needed to leave it in the hottest part of the fire for just the right time. Too short a time and it wouldn't be pure. For too long a time, then it would burn up and be destroyed. He knew exactly what was the right amount of time to leave it in the flames of the fire. And so she said to him, how do you know? How do you know when this piece of silver is pure? And he said to her this, I know this piece of silver is pure when I can see my image reflected in it. And then she thought of herself about the Bible verse. God sometimes keeps us in the hottest part of the flame, but he will never let us go. He will never take his eyes off us. He will keep us there for just the right time. And he knows that we're pure when he can see his image in us. Well, I don't know what you reckon, but that's worth a thought. But for now, do take care, stay safe, and thank you for listening.